Hey all, jumping on today just to do a quick flip through of a reading journal, or my take on a reading journal. It's really just like, so for me, like I've seen other kinds of reading journals where you're doing, it's more like tracker status and you're tracking how much you read in a given year. But for me, since I'm a slow reader, just like I'm a slow crafter. I just don't need anything like that, and it would never get filled up. So instead, I'm just going to focus on some of my favorites from the year and then just document some quotes. And then try out different like crafting techniques in the journal as well. So it's kind of like a combination of, playing around with some different crafting supplies that I have that are maybe not as much collection based. Some of the pages will be collection based, but not all. And then, documenting some of my favorites, like my favorite books, some quotes from my favorite books. And then, and then just kind of playing around on a smaller scale, playing around with some different techniques. So anyway, this is my first kind of take at that, and I'm using a traveler's notebook from Felicity Jane. I hauled a ton of these a long time ago before they went out of business. So one thing I have a ton of is these like pet tape things from the Washi tape shop. And one thing that I did on a few of these pages is just like cover the whole page. Cover the whole page with pet tape and then just embellish with some like really thin journaling pages, some stitching, some other like washi stickers that I have, some doilies. So just like really just like mismatch of, again, like miscellaneous things that I have. And then even the tabs on these first few pages, this is also washi that I just die cut out and to make a tab. So again, kind of like took a bunch of my pet tape stickers. I have a lot of it and wanted to actually get some good use out of it. So used it as a background on a few of these pages. And then also used some of the like journaling pieces. I think some of these maybe from, I think from like really a variety of packs, but I do think some of these are also from like the Maggie Holmes paper repacks where you get like 200 pieces and it's all like those super thin pieces. So I did get a chance to kind of like actually use those. And then this one, kind of playing around with like a mix of formats, but still, instead of like having the whole page be washi, just kind of playing around. Again, not my typical style of crafting, so just kind of trying out different layouts and things. But yeah, I'm actually using some washi, so that makes me happy because I have plenty of it, so it's good to get some actual use out of it. And then use some of my clear stickers as well on the white backdrop, so that way I don't have to like cut those out, back them and cut them out. I can just stick them straight down on the page. So it's kind of nice to use some of the products that I don't get to use in some of my other projects as much, or I just don't gravitate to as much. And then also did like some cool layering with some, just like this was like a tablecloth or table runner, and just cut out a little piece of it. Use that as layering. And then trying to work on my lettering. It's a ways away, but yeah, I gotta like practice my brush lettering. I did it on vellum first and then stuck it down just in case I needed 2 attempts at it, but I just went with my first attempt. And yeah, so gotta practice some brush lettering. And then this one is more collection based. This one is where I was using some like Rosie Studio collections, and I made this little window, and yeah, I just made the whole thing just like, because the paper is so thin, this is also good use of it though. Like this one too, I gotta use the 6x6 paper pads and actually not worry about how thin the paper is because I needed to back everything up doubly anyway. I really like how this cut, like these couple pages I was playing more with like cutouts and like peekaboo look peekaboo effects. And so, yeah, really like how you can kind of see like the layering across pages. I'm gonna make a little text spot with some a printout. And then this one too, just kind of more interactive elements. Still going back to that pet tape and using up some of those elements. And then the whole backing is just washi tape. So getting some good use out of my washi tape and pet tape. This is my first time actually using a rub-on transfer on anything. I actually love the look of it. So yeah, I actually really like those. But yeah, and then again, just more like layering, practicing again. My brush lettering is pretty wobbly, but I don't know, just trying to make my handwriting a little bit better in brush lettering format. And then, you know, also have some of these like Maggie Holmes bows from Woodland Grove, I think. And yeah, I have a ton of these. So just using them up. More printout here. This is going back to that like Rosy Studio paper. So yeah, I just, all of these are just quotes from Circe, which is this book from Madeline Miller, if anyone is interested in that. I know, like, I don't normally talk about reading on this channel. It's just more like crafting stuff. But yeah, I actually love this book so much that I thought I liked Greek mythology retellings, and then I realized, oh no, I just like Madeline Miller's writing. I bought a couple more books, and I was like, oh no, I'm not really. It's not the theme. It's just her writing that I just really gravitated towards. But anyway, so yeah, that's this reading journal, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.